Well, it is that time, the Melaleuca Freedom Celebration, the 31st year. Frank VanderSloot here. We are inside the Melaleuca headquarters. Are you excited?
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
31 years. I can't believe time goes fast, doesn't it?
Right. So what can we expect this year?
Well, more shells than ever. 18,505 shells in the air in 31 minutes.
Wow.
A tribute to the veterans who gave us our freedom. We make it a little bigger every year. This is the largest show west of the Mississippi, guaranteed, bar none, based on the sheer number of shells in the air. We track it. We think we're like the 4th or 5th largest in the nation, maybe the 3rd largest, but probably 4th or 5th largest in the nation. And it's all going to be here in IDAHO Falls, July 4th.
Why do you make it bigger and better every year? What's the purpose?
Just so we can say it's bigger and better than last year.
Nice.
We make sure it is too.
Yeah.
We spend more on it, and we make sure that we have more shells in the air than we've ever had before. And we can, of course, out at Snake River Landing, we can do big shells now. We didn't used to be able to do that down by the Shiloh, but these are big shells. This is an awesome show, and it's a tribute to the men and women who gave us our freedom.
Over 30 minutes of fireworks.
31 minutes.
31 minutes.
Exactly 31 minutes.
And with not just fireworks, for those that aren't familiar with it, but you've got a musical soundtrack.
Oh boy. So people have to be tuned to KLCE 97.3 because without that, it's just a bunch of fireworks. It's not the message. This is all about the message. This is all about teaching our kids and remembering ourselves. How did we get these freedoms? We shouldn't take them for granted. This is by far the best country in the world, and it didn't happen by accident. And so we're paying tribute to the sacrifice, the complete sacrifice that men and women gave. Over 1 million of them have gave their life. And their families, the kids who grew up without dads and moms, the parents who never got to see their kids grow up, they all had stories. We'll never know their stories. There's so many of them, and we're just saying thank you. All the way back to those folks who signed the Declaration of Independence. This is a thank you to them. So we have a history on the radio, when you're listening and you're seeing it note for note, shell for shell, synchronized, so that you get the emotion and the power of the message of the story of America in 31 minutes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's moving, it's touching as you're seeing these massive fireworks go off in the air. And then before the fireworks, there's a celebration all day long, really, Riverfest, that happens at Snake River Landing.
That's becoming more and more of people's 4th of July weekend. You know, everybody comes back home to the 4th of July. We hear it from parents. Our kids come home. They come home to IDAHO Falls on the 4th of July. It's fun to see. And
after the fireworks, you'll have to stay tuned to KLCE 97. We're going to be doing live reports, traffic reports from the East Idaho News chopper in the air. Everybody thinks, oh, I don't want to go down there because of the crowds. Last year, everybody was out of there within an hour and a half.
That's really something. And that new thing you did last year where you're giving everybody a report, this lot's starting to move and this lot's starting to move. I thought it came off really good. And kudos to the Idaho Falls Police, because they have really done the studies necessary to get everybody home at a much earlier time than we used to. We used to grade the success of the fireworks by how long it took people. That's how it was kind of our measurement of how many people showed up. Now we have twice as many people showing up, or they were showing up in those days, and they're getting us home at a pretty reasonable time.
We spoke to the guy that lights off the fireworks earlier today. He said there is no other place that he knows of in the world that is like this fireworks show. Not only the show, but the venue, everything. He says you can't compare it to anything.
Yeah, Snake River Landing and Ball Ventures have provided a real neat stage to do this all from. There isn't anything anywhere in our country like this. So we got to take advantage of it. Teach your kids about why freedom wasn't free.
All right, Frank VanderSloot. 4th of July this week, make it down to Snake River Landing, see the Melaleuca Freedom Celebration. It'll be a 4th you won't forget.